Welcome to this Book Interrupted recap. So this recap is a very unique recap because we're not just doing a season's recap. This will actually be the last episode of Book Interrupted. Sadly, but everyone's ready to move on. And we started this during COVID when we all had so much time on our hands. And yeah, so this recap, what we're going to do, I'm going to go through every book we did on all the seasons. We'll give you some stats about Book Interrupted. And we will do the recap for all 5 seasons. So that's what we're doing. Also, everyone should know, Kara is going to be running late. So at some point, she is going to interrupt all of us. Oh, and we have a special guest on this episode, which is Jessica, who is our web and graphic designer who designs all our amazing book things and our amazing website. So thank you for joining us, Jessica.
Yay! Welcome, Jessica.
Yay! Yeah, you made everything look so good. I love just all of the pictures are always hilarious.
It made honestly the end of the year so much fun. It was my favorite project to wrap up with work because when else do I get to Photoshop someone's face onto like tampons, you know? Like it was perfect.
I love how that just stands out. That's like, how do I explain what I do for these women?
Right?
I put someone's face on a tampon. They're like, oh, that sounds very silly. Right?
They're like, really? Is that what I'm like? Yes, I'm a professional graphic designer, and that is exactly like my favorite project. I'm probably going to put it in my portfolio. Why?
Awesome.
Oh my God.
I love that. I mean, I remember doing that tampon thing where I was like laying on the ground and like I don't know what I put something over like white thing over my head so my face is I'm sure Jessica probably got the full of me like laying on the ground like trying to make faces with red and Laird's like standing above me, my partner, and like trying to take oh my God, that
Didn't
was
he
the
roll
silliest.
you in like a quilt or
Yes,
something?
that's true. I did get rolled in like a blanket or something so that I looked like a big like I don't know sausage or something. It was so silly. So silly.
So
Actually, you know
fun.
what else? You had an interruption from doing that photo shoot that said something like, I'm like I'm becoming a tampon on my period. So you're like, I'm like so method. I have my period right now.
I could
I
not be
don't
more in
remember.
this right now. Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh my God.
I love
And
it.
that, of course, was for Seeing Red.
Hmm.
It
Right.
was, yeah.
Kirsten
Oh,
Karchmer.
Because I was doing all the stats. She came on twice. Like one was just like an off-the-shelf catch-up, and one was like the author interview. We just did a bonus with her because we were so all loving her book. And both of those episodes did pretty well because she's such a
She's
wild
hilarious.
lady. I love her. She's awesome. Yeah.
She's a woman who runs with the
Yeah.
wolves.
She is,
Yeah.
for sure.
So many really good
I
guests on our podcast over the time as well. Like Kirsten and all our
yeah,
fans, like
so and
Ashley.
Karma.
Who stuck around? Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Of course. Thanks,
Yeah.
Kim. Seriously, I still remember when she told me about you guys. Like, we were getting a pedicure done, and I was talking something about how I really liked podcasts. Like, I listen to podcasts all the time. And she was like, I'm on a podcast. And I was like, what? And yeah, I remember just binging the episodes, and I thought it was so cool that I knew someone that was on a podcast. And then one time she was like, "You should come on," and I was like, "Oh my God, my podcasting dreams are gonna come true." Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
I love that. Yeah, I
yeah,
love it
me
because
too.
so the one you came on as a fan
Mhm.
was our banned book season, and you did when Dad killed Mom. But the next book we were reading was The Hunger Games, and you're like,
Yeah,
I remember when we were just have our just introductory chats about like that we had to like meet with Jessica, like what are we gonna do for your picture? And we were just like chatting about the logistics of podcasting. And you're like saying how you're a super fan and whatever. And I was saying how our next one is Hunger Games, and you're like, favorite book of all time. Can I come to that one too?
Yeah.
And I was like, you can come to as many as you want. And you're like, in.
Yeah.
And then you did. You just
In
came to
forever.
every single one after. It was
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah, well, it's so
Yeah,
cool
that was
I don't
ridiculous.
have a lot of friends in my everyday life that read, unfortunately. So I was just like looking for that kind of community. I had always been like reading on Goodreads and stuff, reviews and stuff like that, but I'm not actually speaking with the people. Yeah, so this was right up my alley, and the fact that you guys did the Hunger Games next, that was so meant to be. Like, I was supposed to come on that episode. You guys were supposed to slip that you were doing the Hunger Games next. It was just all meant to be.
Was like I had no idea you're a
Yeah.
super fan of the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And by the
So
way,
that
the
was great.
newest trailer for the newest book just came out in the last couple of days, so please watch.
Which
Did it?
one? Who is it
Yeah.
about?
The
So
Hamish?
this is Hamish. This is the 50th Hunger Games, so it's the second quarter quell. The book is so sad. Oh, I'm worried that the movie's gonna be sad. Oh, did you over the summer?
No,
Yeah.
Lindsay
Oh yeah, I
got
read
it, and then when
I
we
forgot.
were hanging out, she gave it to me. And then
Oh, right
on the way
on.
home, I had like a 14-hour layover or something ridiculous, and I literally read the entire book in one sitting. It was amazing.
Because Suzanne Collins can
Amazing.
write a book that you want to finish, start to finish. Man, she is
Sunrise
so
and
good.
everything.
Yeah. Oh,
It
I'm
was really
so
good.
excited for it. And I feel like I don't know, maybe 'cause I was younger and I was I was worse with time management or waiting for things. When I was younger, I felt like it took years in between the books and the movies, and now I feel like they're just rolling them out. Oh, and I love it.
When I think of Ashley, I think of the Hunger Games, and when I think of Sarah, I think of Twilight.
Yes! Oh my gosh, so true.
Oh my God.
Do you know, talking about Twilight, I was doing the stats, the Twilight episode. So we had an off the shelf where I literally just pieced together all the times we went on and on about Twilight during a different episode. Because when I was into Twilight, when I was into Twilight,
Sarah
it was like every
indulge her
episode I'd
Twilight
somehow
obsession. Fit it in.
Somehow I'd always bring it back to Twilight, and we never read the book. At least with Ashley, we read The Hunger Games and we read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but no one, like, just me and Kim. Kim read the Twilight series too, and Lindsay had. Like, you guys knew them. Anyway, so I just, like, pieced together that in an off-the-shelf episode called Twilight Interrupted, and it was one of our most popular off-the-shelves.
That's hilarious.
People loved it. So
people love sad vampires.
They love Twilight too.
Okay, so what was our
people love Twilight?
On
No, go ahead.
YouTube, I can tell you that our most watched was one with Squiggy.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Okay.
first one, I think, one of the white fragility ones, because we had like 6 episodes.
I gotta
per,
show you
like,
guys what
book
shirt
back
I'm
then.
wearing.
Hey, stumble forward!
Bring it! Awesome!
Nice.
Stumble
So we made
forward.
shirts for that episode that says stumble, 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 stumble forward, because we were talking about white fragility and about stumbling forward. And so we got these shirts made, and then on the back it says, you guys I can't really turn, but it
Interrupted.
says book interrupted on it. It's not a
That was our most popular swag. Like, we
It's a good
sold
one.
a bunch of that swag because of Squiggy. And then we donated to, he had a charity in he lives
Prince
in
Edward
Charles?
County.
No, yeah, there's a charity there that, anyway, we donated money to every time we sold a shirt, and that was our most popular swag, was that one by far.
It's a good one.
And so
cool.
Leah designed that, and I'll put in the show notes. Our swag shop, Leah's designs are in the swag shop for all that. So you know how Leah did, she used to do an artist thing for each book? Like, she drew something for a blog
like a
for
little
each book.
graphic
So they're
novel
on
type thing.
they're on t-shirts and mugs and whatever, sweatshirts. Anyway, so I'll put that in the show notes if people are interested in seeing Leah's art or the Stumble Forward. That was the most popular, but they have
get
everything
one of
like
those shirts.
Talking to Strangers. Meredith, you should get what the Robin Knows one.
Oh, do you
Because
see
it's
what I'm
really
wearing
great.
today?
Every
I
time
know
I
this
see
is a
that.
podcast, but we have a YouTube channel too, but that everyone should subscribe to because we need a certain number of subscribers to make any money on it. Anyway, I'm wearing the shirt I wore in the picture of What the Robin Knows, where I made my hair all fluffy and drew a beak, painted a beak on my nose, and did bird things.
We truly
I know,
were
and then
method acting getting these pictures.
and Jessica put you
Oh,
like
yeah.
right beside the Robin,
The
like
Robin,
face to
and I
face,
had a
like
little
you were
book.
writing down.
And in the book it
And
said like
that was great.
worms, like tweeting or something. Like, what do robins know?
And you all did such a good job too. Like I would like get these like high res, amazing like lighting in all the pictures. I was like, oh, okay, wow, I got good stuff to work off of. Like
That's because of Lindsay. Like we did Laird come on, or he talked to you. She was like, he has told us what to do for lighting. And we had a little lighting like tutorial before we started the podcast. He's like, you need some side light from like natural light, and you need a ring light. I used to put a light over top. I kind of stopped because I don't know.
Yeah, I did too.
Because I didn't want to do it
lazy.
anymore. But sorry, Sarah.
Because my partner's a lighting designer. That's why. So that's why he came on to talk about lighting.
Yeah.
Right?
He gave us some
Wonderful.
pointers.
That's really
Yep.
sweet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
At the
Yeah, it was
beginning, it was
good.
so like we didn't know what we were doing at all. Like
At all.
Sarah had sent us like ring lights, and I was like, how do I put this together? And like, what's this microphone thing? And like, how do we use this? And we were all like, oh my gosh, what if we had a whole thing of like, if one of us said something and didn't like what the other person said, there was some kind of a like, we had a code word, or was it a code word or a safe word or
Something
something?
for something rewind. Something
Yes.
Ouch
I know because
rewind.
Ouch,
I made
rewind. How did you remember that?
yes.
You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
said rewind. And I
Wow.
said, I don't
And so
know.
we would say like if we thought that if we were offended by someone or whatever, if someone insulted us, we would say ouch, rewind, we would start again. But I don't think we
Yeah.
ever did that. But we
We
had a
never
plan
used
for it.
This is like
We
what
had
happens
so
when you
many
have like a
things.
bunch of ladies who are like not in perimenopause playing the podcast, and by the end we're like, we don't give a hoot.
Sarah will fix it in editing. I'm like, I sure
Poor
will.
Sarah. Before we try not to interrupt each other, even though that is in the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
steep learning curve, like a
Yeah.
steep learning curve for me. And then originally we paid for someone else to edit, and they even dropped out after like I think 3 months. They were like, we're gonna have to triple your prices. Basically, like you guys suck and talk over each other all the time, so we're gonna have to triple your prices for this editing. Like, and then I was like, we can't afford that. So I was like, I'll just have to learn how to audio edit, which I did.
And you do such a fantastic job. Yeah,
Oh, you kill it every time, Sarah.
She's like, I wish you guys would stop interrupting
She's like,
each other, though.
yeah.
It's too late now.
I will say from for a long time, like being a fan or a listener, I personally couldn't tell that you guys like had struggled even from the beginning and onwards. Like it, yeah. So from a viewer point, it always sounded good, I thought.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah.
I was struck.
I watched some of our earlier episodes, like just a little bit. Like I skipped forward and stuff. Like I gotta see where we were, and like I looked so young. I was like, look at me, but it's like 5 years ago. But I was like, look how young I am. But I used to be so like, I don't like public speaking, and so it was like I was like cripplingly anxious for like the first 3 years. Going on the podcast, and I was just like, it'd be done. I'd be like, I don't even know what I said. Like it's just forever.
Blacked it out.
Yeah, now it's a little bit better.
I'll do the stats now. So just to give
Yay.
everyone
I love
actually, you know
stats.
what? Okay, I'll do the stats
I
and
love
then I'll go
stats.
through what books we did so then everyone can remember. But I'll do the stats first because I thought they were very interesting.
I
So
love
let's
stats.
do YouTube first. Yeah, because Mary talked about YouTube. We have 54,000 views on our YouTube station.
Oh, right on.
54,000. Yes, but we only have 291 subscribers.
Sad.
So, like Mira was saying, you need 1,000 subscribers to start making money, but we have more than enough views. It's just like, I think it's our generation. Like, when I think about it, I never subscribe to anything, but my daughter, who is 13, subscribes to anybody that's slightly interesting to her.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that's
Same.
how all these
Yeah.
young people are, right?
You know, it's funny. Like now that I'm like, oh, I really like this. I'm like, oh, I should subscribe to try to. Now that I know you need a certain amount, I do have like I subscribe to more things.
Get those
Yeah.
the small creators going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So we have for our window for our demographic for the videos, 100% are women, but it's 50-50 for our shorts between men and women. So men will watch our shorts, but they will not watch our videos. But women do. So that converts to a whole video. What else do I have here? We have 35 different countries on our YouTube station watching us, which is US, Canada,
cool.
UK, Australia, Germany, Senegal, Netherlands, Sweden, India, and Ireland are the top 10. And then there's more, but that's the top 10.
Oh my God, Ireland,
And for our
cool.
top, yeah, cool, right?
Yeah.
And so our top 11 videos. I did 11 because honestly, ladies, Women Who Run the Wolves, I know that many of you did not like that book, but people love that book. So it's like every episode, because we did 6 episodes for that, and it's like every single one. So I'll tell you what our top 11 videos are. The first video is The Handmaid's Tale, episode 1, with 2,300 views of that video. Lessons in Chemistry, we have 2,000 views. White Fragility, episode 3, we have 1,000 views. Off the Shelf, our behind the scenes, which was Merkins and Hickeys and Naked Attraction.
Everything with sex. People love it.
If you don't,
Yeah.
Yep, 887 views.
Sex
From
sells.
the Ashes episode. I know, really. From the Ashes episode 1, 830 views. Women Who Run with the Wolves episode 1, the video and the podcast together was over 900. Episode 2 was 282, and episode 3 was 279. So there's a lot of Women Who Run the Wolves. And then so next, if we put Women Who Run the Wolves aside, we have Fun Home episode 1. Then The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, episode 1.
Heck yeah.
Sapiens, episode 4. They Called Me Number 1, episode 1. And the final is What the Robin Knows, episode 2. Mare.
You know
Look at
why? I
You thought
listened
no
to
one would like that
part of
book.
this. Okay, so I saw that. And I was like, I was looking to see what the views were myself. And I was like, episode 2, why? Because we are talking about, I'm telling you, it's about sex. Because we are talking about naturalists and naturists.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're
there it
comparing
is.
them.
Yeah, and if there was going to be a
That's it.
naturist naturalist club and walking around naked. So if ever,
That's true.
and Lindsay's like,
sex.
naturalist or naturist. I'm like, oh no, have I been saying it wrong? She's like, no, you're saying it right. A naturist is somebody who likes to be naked.
Really? In nature?
Or it doesn't have to be nature, but I think
Or like
ideally.
nudists.
I'm
I'm a naturist.
There you go. And
It's my
people are like,
favorite way to be.
no, you mean naturalist. You're like, no, I don't. I mean naturist. Look it up.
Yeah.
Naturist.
Yeah. Look it up and get back to me. Like, it's...
Do you walk around your house naked, Ashley?
So I used to, but now I live with my current partner and their child. So
Children.
that's that's a no-go anymore.
That'll do it every time.
Yeah. I will say though, like I miss it. I miss coming home, taking it all off and just chilling. I do miss it.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about
Karen
you ladies?
Leah's mom is likes to be naked. As a high school, we used to call them had the naked house. And Kara, so comfortable naked. Sometimes she would be like at my house with the bathroom door open, like putting lotion on herself. And then I would look down the hall, like I'd be cooking her something, I'm like, Kara! And she's like, oh, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just
I was like, I'm
moisturizing.
watching you lotion yourself up. Can you just close the door?
Like I'm trying to cook dinner.
Please?
Love it.
That's so me. Yeah, that's so me. And we also have, if you don't know, in the Okanagan, there's some nude beaches. And I'm so thankful and grateful. My friends are like that as well. So we just go to the nude beaches in the summer.
That's nice.
Yeah, yeah. And
Nice.
swimming in the lake is like, it feels like a bath. Like,
It's
you
way
feel like-
better to swim naked than with a bathing
Oh,
suit
yeah.
on. It feels
It
so much
feels
better.
great.
That's
It feels so much better. I feel
Yeah.
so one with nature for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
haven't
that's
done
why
that
that
since, like,
episode
in
did
high
well.
school,
That's
but-
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nakedness. People
Oh,
want to hear
totally.
about it.
Naked.
Mhm.
Naked's in the and Merkins or Merkins,
Merkins.
Hickeys, and
Dickies,
Naked
a
Attraction
dickie for
were
your
the title
hickey.
of that.
Dickie for your hickey.
All right, that's what we did. A dickie for your hickey. That's true. That's what we said.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. Speaking of dick,
Oh.
I was listening to one of our off the shelves recently, and was it I think it was Lindsay. We were like saying like another word for like for dick or something, and she was like cock.
Oh, it was an
Yelling
off
the
the
word.
shelf
But it was so
name.
yes, but it was like
She just
So
kept on repeating
abrupt.
it, like cock, cock, cock. We're like, it's not that. Stop
Yeah.
saying that.
Stop
I
yelling
was laughing
cock.
so hard, like because it was so like what's another word for cock?
I think it was for someone's name, like Richard or something.
Yes,
What was it for
yes.
again?
Richard.
Richard.
It was for
probably.
Richard.
And she was
yes.
like, cock. And we're like, someone calls someone else cock. That's someone's name.
Yeah.
No.
It was so good. I was laughing so hard at it.
Oh, that was
That's really good. It always comes back to that, doesn't it?
It
Talking
does.
about sex, that's what made all of our most popular interruptions, I think. So our most popular interruption on the YouTube station was Kara's quick soak, where she literally did an interruption in the bathtub because she's like, I'm back to group fitness. I hope this is not auto. Okay, I'll try not to show you my nakedness. I was like, yeah, okay.
Love that for her.
Okay,
That's
Kara.
awesome.
That's your interruption. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then,
I gotta go look for that
and
interruption.
then the next one was Lindsay's tough shift, which was kind of sad. That was COVID when they were shutting down, and it was the last shift for everyone. Basically, you had to fire everybody, and then some lady threw food on you.
Oh
Like, it's been a
yeah.
rough day.
Like,
was
That
a
was the
rough
second
day.
most popular interruption. Like, I had a rough day.
I had a rough day.
It felt like the world was shitting on you. Damn.
Like, I had to tell all my staff this is our last night because of COVID, because we're shutting down everything, indoor dining. And then a lady didn't want to pay her bill and then decided to throw food at me when I tried to stop her. And you're like, it was a rough day.
Like, why is this my job?
Yep.
But it won't be after tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll have to rewatch that. I'll
Uh,
have to rewatch some of these now that you say them because it feels like a
You should
lifetime. It also feels like
rewatch.
yesterday. Hmm?
You should rewatch your interruptions because you were kind of really in it with COVID because you even when you went back to work had that crazy. Remember
Crazy
the mask
face
you had to wear?
mask.
It was like you were
I wore a
coming into-
mask
you're like
and then a face
an
shield
army person.
and glasses. Yeah. They made us do this like full on like PPEs. We're crazy. So yes, I should relook. It feels like like it feels like the whole thing with COVID, even our like starting feels like it was this like movie we all watched that like we all survived. It was like I don't know, a futuristic movie that now doesn't exist anymore. I don't know,
Right?
it's
It felt like
weird.
it was never going to end. And then now it
Yeah.
just feels like it didn't happen almost. And people
Yeah.
go, oh, yeah, that changed. Oh, yeah, that changed during COVID. Yeah, that's weird. Right. And
Yeah.
like, it's just, and like getting your like people just like go and get a flu shot or COVID shot together, maybe. It's just like,
Mhm.
yeah. Because they're
Yeah,
just
on
like,
the
oh, I
reserve
don't think it's
here.
a problem anymore. And you're like, well, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe,
on
but do you
the
remember what it was like? And they're like, no, I've completely blocked it, and I've that trauma is just going to come up in 20 years. I've
when
completely
I
forgotten about
when
it.
I have kids, it's gonna come up. Yeah.
I
Just
buried
put that
it.
to the
So
back of my mind,
just
so when I
like,
retire, that trauma can come forward
right.
and
Yeah.
I can go
What
to
we
therapy.
need is like all the
Yeah.
young kids to go into like therapy type professions because in 20 years, it's all coming out. We are going to have an influx.
Well, with COVID, even on the reserve here, like we get a newsletter on things that are happening, right? And we got a newsletter, and I remember during COVID, it was like, we have one case of COVID on the reserve. Everyone has to stay home. No one's going to work. We're shutting down. And now it's like it was something like there was like 24 cases or something on the reserve, and then that was it. It was just
They're
like
like
20.
24 cases. Go party if you want.
No, seriously. And it's like, this is so crazy. We were in a pandemic where like people were dying because of this. And obviously, it's so awesome that we have like a shot and people have immunity. But it's really crazy to think like we were really locked down because of like one case. And
One
now,
case.
yeah, and now our community has like, it's
And now they're
just
like, there's
passing it
24, but
around.
the bake sale's going forward.
No,
See you all
seriously,
there.
See
like
you at the big
the
sale.
Christmas craft market happening.
Yeah. Where people pick up everything and touch it and like look up close and breathe on it. Yeah. Then let someone else buy it.
Yes,
It's okay.
totally, totally.
Samples, free samples of baked
Yeah.
Samples
goods.
are back. Oh, free samples being back is nice. Do you remember like Costco? The kids be like want to go to Costco for free samples, but like there's no samples. They're just like an advertisement of a lady standing there, but they weren't giving out samples. They're like, here's the thing you could have sampled if it weren't for the pandemic. Oh, that looks
And
delicious. Well,
you
you
should
have to
buy it
buy it to find
anyways.
out.
If you don't like it, tough shit.
I'm sorry, Sarah. You were in the middle of some stats.
Oh,
Book
okay, I'll finish this
interrupted.
out. Interrupted. So then, okay, so Kara and then Lindsay, my migraine, for some reason, probably because people think my interruption is like giving them a cure to migraines, not just explaining how a migraine works and how I can't function.
Like, oh, thank
But
God,
my
this lady's gonna
migraine
help me with
interruption.
mine. Oh shit, she's in the same boat as me.
I can't think. Meredith, number one, which was number 5, was Meredith's bloody interruption. It is when we were recording and Dan seriously injured himself and was like bleeding. And then after the episode, you're like, actually, we're just going to go to the doctor because I think he needs stitches. But you're like,
He got
but at the same
stitches.
time, I'm kind of glad he just dealt with it so I could finish the episode. You're like, but seriously, here,
He had this
like,
flap
real.
of
We
skin.
gotta go.
And I was like, he's trying to hold together with like the butterfly closures. He's like, oh, I gotta change the butterfly closures, not holding it. And I was like, baby, like he's stitches.
We're going to the
Came
ER.
in, he
Like
cleaned
that.
it up, he put it, and he went back in with the kids. Right? That's a supportive partner. But I'm like, you need to go
Yeah.
get stitches now. Luckily, we have an outfitted kit that will do stitches, so he didn't have to go to the hospital. But he's got like quite the. This is what the doctor said. Well, he's like, that's a dog's breakfast. It was so messed up because he wiped out on a pump track and he skid. It was made of gravel and he skidded like on his elbow and like into the gravel. Like anyway, he's got a pretty good scar. Yeah, so funny.
So that's your popular one. And
Oh
then the
my
last
God.
one of the top 5, this is so funny. It's Leah's, and I think it's the funniest one. It's Leah telling us she couldn't make that one of the episodes, and she's like, "Sorry that I shit the bed, literally and figuratively." Figuratively shit the bed, like literally shit the bed too. She's like,
So,
I guess I
so
shouldn't have
sick.
had that tuna, whatever, at midnight that's been sitting out for 6 hours. Like she was like basically like, sorry, I like didn't show up. Like I shit the bed, like I didn't show up. But also I literally shit my bed. So that's why I didn't show up. And it was so
It's
funny the way
so
she said
hilarious.
it. And
Oh my
and she's
God.
like in a dark room, so it's all like super moody. Um, yeah, so that was hers. And that had
She's so
100 views.
hilarious.
Those are
People love
awesome.
that one. She's her interpreter's like, sorry that I shit the bed, literally and figuratively shit the bed. Like literally shit the bed too.
She
Like I
looks
guess I
so
should have
sick.
had that tuna whatever at midnight that's been sitting out for 6 hours. Like she was like basically like sorry I like didn't show up. Like I shit the bed. Like I didn't show up. But also I literally shit my bed. So that's why I didn't show up. And it was so
That's
funny the way
too
she said
hilarious.
it. And
Oh my
and she's
God.
like in a dark room, so it's all like super moody. Yeah, so that was hers. And that had
She's so
100 views.
hilarious.
Those are
People love
awesome.
that one. Yeah.
Because people
Yeah,
love Leah.
so
She's so likable.
she's so funny.
Remember that
She's
episode
so
where
hilarious.
we decided to put everybody, the actors that were like the most like each other? We did this episode where we like picked actors that we thought were like each of us. I think it was
Yeah.
the six of us at the time. And you all said that Leah looks like oh, what's her name?
Claudia Schiffer?
No, no, no.
Oh,
No.
that's who she thinks she is.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
yeah, Jennifer
And
Lawrence.
gorgeous.
ever since then, every single time I see Jennifer Lawrence, I'm like, they do look alike. And I cannot get it out of my head that the two of them are the same, like, I don't know, doppelgangers for each other because they have the same, like, body languages and I don't know, anyways. So you guys have all now made me Jennifer Lawrence and Leah to
now
be.
I'm going to see that
Well, when
forever.
you watch The Hunger Games, you can just think of Leah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she picked that book. That was her book pick. Her and
Yeah.
Kara picked the same book. Remember when we were doing that vote? So then we did that one, The Hunger Games. Yeah,
Yep.
and that was her. Yeah, we made her Katniss in the picture.
God,
Yeah,
Yes,
such a
Jessica,
you
good
yeah,
did.
she was Katniss.
They were like, where's the Photoshop?
Yeah.
Wait,
And I just,
I didn't have to edit anything. It was just done. It was already.
you guys just sent me a picture of her.
It's
Like
already
it's all good.
available.
perfect.
So people can listen to our podcast on YouTube,
Mm.
and that doesn't come under my podcast stats. It doesn't, they're two separate things.
Okay.
So the actual podcast for the top books, I had to break it down to like the six, like the book cycles, because it's really unfair because the first two seasons we did 6 episodes per book. And then the third season we did 2 episodes per book. And then season 4 and 5 we did 1 episode per book. Like
Yeah.
we slowly like wheedled it down. I think because the first 2 seasons was like, I was like, it was killing me. We did an episode a week. I was
Yeah.
just like,
A lot.
it was a lot of work. It
Yeah.
was a lot of work. So this for the 6 book cycles, the top ones are Women Who Run with the Wolves, then Untamed, Seeing Red, Sapiens, White Fragility, Nonviolent Communication, and the 4% Fix.
Great.
Hi, Kara.
Hello.
Hi, Kara.
And hi, guys.
Good to
Sorry-
see you.
So sorry. Carry on while I do the technical stuff.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so for the 2 episode cycles, the top one was the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, The Handmaid's Tale, and then The Hunger Games. And then the single episodes, Eat, Pray, Love was number 1, Solutions and Other Problems was number 2, Lessons in Chemistry was number 3, Killers of
Okay.
the Flower Moon was number 4, and Lola was number 5.
Oh.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Woo, I made it in there.
And
That's
then,
so cool.
I know. And then Off the Shelf, the top episodes of Off the Shelf were Kirsten Karchmer was number 1.
Oh, nice.
Then it was Twilight Interrupted. Then it was, oh, I forgot we did this, the Enneagram game show that Leah and Kara created. Remember, she was kind of like, you're Vanna White, Kara was Vanna White, and Leah was, what's his name again?
Park.
Pat's
Vanna White.
Sajak?
Oh, Pat Sajak.
That's his name?
Yeah, yeah,
Pulled that right
That
out
was
from the
fun.
back.
yeah. That was good. Episode 4 was with Karma Brown. That was a really good
Yeah.
episode. You're talking about the 4% fix, but she was so great. Remember, she talked about like baking and stuff so much. Yeah, it was good.
Good.
She's so fun. And then the last episode of the top 5 of Off the Shelf was 2 Truths and a Lie.
Oh.
Oh, nice. That's always a
Yeah.
fun game.
I think I'm bad at it.
That one was a good episode because I told you guys all my crazy stories, like I've been lit on fire and all this stuff, and like all of my truths were clearly like so outrageous.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
I
Here's
don't know what's
3
a
ways
lie.
I've hurt myself. And people were like, they all have to be lies. You're like, actually, they're all truths.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know I twisted one to make it a lie, but it was the horrible part of the accident was true. I can't remember how I twisted it, but anyway. So
Fantastic.
that's that.
Is
And
there
then
a
we have,
book?
I'll quickly do the author spotlight for that. Quickly, because that was kind of a coolest thing that we did the last 2 years is author spotlight, which we
Yes.
gave like authors that might not be so big, like a platform, because they kept on trying to be on the show, but it just wasn't our format. We couldn't be like, come on our show and we'll tell you that we hate your book. Like, because we're just too honest about if we like the book or not. So
Yes.
I was like, that's not really gonna work.
Because
We hate
someone's
it.
gonna hate
I
it.
couldn't
Just like
finish
if someone
it.
hated every book. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
We never agreed. Actually, From the Ashes, everyone loved that book. But
True.
so I'll tell you what the top 5 of that one was. So the first one with Jay Watson and Kyle Wiltshire, the dead rock stars. So they did a book about the 27 Club, all the rock stars that died at 27, actually like secret agents for the government. And they were really fun. And then because they joked how many podcasts they've been on, and every time they go on a podcast, they sell like one book. They asked me after about like how easy is it to start a podcast. So I gave them some advice, and they started their own podcast.
Sweet.
That's
Awesome.
amazing.
So that was kind of cool.
In the
We
show
should link
notes.
their podcast. Yeah.
In the show notes.
Oh, I will.
Link
I'll
their
put it in the show
podcast.
notes. Yeah,
Right.
I'll put it
Right
in the
on.
show notes. Yeah, yeah. Those guys are really fun too, and they do all these things on pop culture and stuff. The next one was with Charles McCormick and The Healing of a Psychotherapist. It was a memoir. The third was with Dr. Carrie Forrestal. He was our first author spotlight, and his was called Crushing Cancer. So he like gave like he was a cancer doctor, and he gave a detailed thing about like what to do if you have cancer and how you like navigate even the medical system in the States, which is kind of complicated and whatever, and how you make sure you get, your bills get paid and all that kind of stuff. But he was interesting because we were reading The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks at the same time, and he said something, and the part where they stuff a whole bunch of stuff up, radiation up your Yahoo.
Yeah.
He was like, no, that's true. And I was like, we're reading that book right now. I can't believe it. He's like, oh, and then he went on because he's read that book too. He's like, all of that's very true. That's what they used to do. Horrific. And then another one was from Lucas Kessling, Words with My Father. And that's a memoir about his father who passed, but he wrote the book with him when he was around. And he was, in the 60s, like a civil rights protester and all that kind of stuff. And then the last one was Lucian Laser, The Framework. And it was all about, it's kind of like the 4% fix, but he was so awesome because he's like, I created a system where like, if you don't have the motivation to exercise or even have a walk, you can watch a video of someone exercising and then you've accomplished your goal. So then you don't lose momentum. I was like, that was actually a great idea.
I love
Because you know how Karma was like, even if you go to bed 5 minutes early, like baby step it. So his baby step was watch a video of someone else exercising and that click.
That's great.
I don't know about that,
Yeah,
but
so I
okay.
I know, I liked him a lot. He was the first author that gave us a donation. So that's how we started doing donations because he was like, that was amazing. I'm going to send you money. And I was like, oh, great. I never thought about it. Yeah, I'll send that to all the authors. Be like, if you want to make a donation to support the channel, here's our PayPal. So
Also
to
get
do it.
everybody you
And he
know to
offered it.
subscribe.
Like, I just wanted to fill out, but
Nice.
yeah, please. Yeah, and then our podcast has listeners in 86 countries around the world.
That's almost
And
all the
those
countries,
top 10
guys.
are US, Canada. So many countries. Isn't that amazing?
That
I know
is
every
really
time I look at it,
cool.
I'm like, I can't believe we have people in these small, tiny countries that listen to us. So the top 10 is US, Canada, Senegal, India, Tunisia, the UK, Singapore, Germany, China, and Spain.
Hmm.
Those are the top 10.
Wow.
Right? Like
Yeah.
it's just possible that
Actually,
way
I
I'll
didn't do this
cross
yet.
paths with somebody and they'll like, oh, Meredith, like, oh, there was a girl at this podcast. I'd be like, that's me. Right? Like you just don't know. You might meet one of these people.
Maybe.
Just saying it's just like a
You
strange
could.
thing that people you don't know have heard you say really stupid things. Like they'll have an idea of who you are before you have an idea of who
Totally.
they are, you know?
Yeah. I know. I could be walking down the street and someone being like, Twilight! And I'd be like, oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, let's talk about it.
You're like,
Anybody who wants to talk about Twilight, Sarah's in. I read Twilight during the summer because Sarah's like, remember
Did
you
you read it?
said, Sarah's like, remember you said that if I want that you would read Twilight so I could talk to you about it? I was like, yeah. I was like, no, I don't remember that, but I will buy it. So I did buy it and read it.
Did you?
I
And do you
did.
think
Did
it kind of is similar to Pride and Prejudice vibes?
I hated it.
Okay.
no.
See? There's always one
Shocking.
person that
I knew
hates
she
the
would.
book.
I knew she would. I knew she would. That's why I was like, make Meredith
Yeah.
read Twilight.
But now she wants to talk to me about it. She can still talk with me about Twilight. Like, we have a relationship. I want her to be, I've read it, so she could be like, remember this? I'll be like, yeah, I remember it.
Remember
You
when I
do.
hated
No.
it?
Remember it, and I
I'm kind of
hated
over
it.
it.
It's on my bookshelf. I kept it even.
I'm kind of over Twilight now because I like did it so much. Like I'm over it because I like was so like I did everything. I consumed everything you could consume, and there's no more coming.
Mm.
So it's like I'm
Mm.
kind of over it. Well, like at least with the Ashleys, the Hunger Games, they keep on
It's
coming out with
still
more stuff so you
coming.
can get
Yeah.
re-obsessed with it,
Yes.
right?
No, I feel so bad for you. Because as like a Hunger Games fan, or even like I was thinking a Harry Potter fan, like because I grew up on those too, and the Harry Potter, they're coming out with a TV show. So it's like
Oh,
these things that Harry Potter I was so obsessed with when I was a kid. Now I get to get into that. And then with the Hunger Games, like in my teens, I got to obsess over it. And then every 5 to 10 years, they're coming out with new stuff too. So my whole life, I'm gonna be able to obsess over it. And I just love that for me.
What is it about
no,
that
love
though?
that for
I
Like,
you too.
agreed.
yeah, there's
Um,
just something like reassuring, and it feels so good to know that there can be like this unlimited supply of
yes.
indulgences, like even when it comes to like choosing like something to watch on like Netflix or whatever, I'm like, what? It only has 2 seasons? I'm out. I don't even want to get
Totally.
started. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
a high
because they can't
bar
when
that you
it's
set, Kara.
only a certain amount of uh like with Twilight, what is there, 4 movies, 5 movies or something? Even though that is a lot of movies, like the world stops at the end of that movie. Whereas like with the Hunger Games, we're still adding on to this world and we're expanding on it, which I think is so amazing. So it makes it that much more exciting, I feel like.
No, I think so too. Like I was excited to read Sunrise and the Reaping
Mm-hmm.
because I could obsess about something. Yeah, I try to do things like other fantasy. I even try to read like popular fantasy books. I'm trying that now to trying to find one that I get really hooked on. So
Have
we'll
you
see. I
read
got the one
the
that you
dragon
said.
one? Did you read the
I
one that I
got it.
suggested?
What's
Yes,
the
the fourth
dragon
wing,
one?
right? The
What's it
fourth
called?
wing?
The Fourth Wing.
The fourth wing? I
Oh, I've
have it
heard
now.
nothing but
So
good
I
things
have
about
that
that.
book. I was waiting for this to end because it's a bit big. And so I wanted
It's
to
huge.
have time to really. So I'm hoping that's my next obsession. Like, I need something to be obsessed about. Like, what do
How
you
It's
many
do? I'm
books
good.
still
are there?
obsessed about Jane Austen.
There's 3 of them and there's more coming out. So it fills the
Dragons are so
needs.
hot right now.
Aren't
So
they?
hot right
Dragons,
now,
right?
seriously.
My daughter's obsessed with this thing called Wings of Fire, and like they have novels and they have graphic novels. So,
Oh.
Ooh.
and so that's all she wanted for her birthday was all of the graphic novels in French and English. for her birthday.
So it's a family trait. It's
Wow.
a family thing to go all in. No, it's so true though. Like
You know,
dragons,
actually-
mystical creatures in general, like they're just fantastic.
Oh, she's a girl dragon. Mm-hmm.
Girl dragon. Oh, she's a girl dragon.
That's from
good.
Shrek.
It
if
is,
anyone.
I know.
Yes.
The donkey. Oh,
Yeah.
you're a girl,
dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Of
follow.
course.
Okay, cool. I know the Shrek set.
Sarah, do you want to
So-
name all the books?
I'm going to do that. And then I have some questions, so we kind of have to get to those, but I'll do the books first. So I'm going to go by person, book picks, so that kind of breaks it down for everyone.
Oh,
so
nice.
my book picks
Uh-oh.
over the years were Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes, Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I should say also the banned book season we voted, but it ended being like we had everybody's picks because Kara and Leah picked the same book. A Long Way Home from Sharu Brierley. Did we determine how to say his name? Brierley? And The Change by Kristen Miller. My
Which was
favorite
so
book
good.
far because Henrietta
Yeah,
is
so
my
good.
mem. Yeah,
Yes.
who I want to be
Love.
when I grow up.
Revenge and menopause.
Even though she kills people, but still. Yeah, it's perfect. Lindsay's book picks were Seeing Red by Kirsten Karchmer, Fun Home by Alison Bechel. How do we say her last name?
Bechel?
We figured that one out too.
Bechtel?
Bechtel.
Bechtel?
Bechtel? Oh.
Something?
Bechtel, right? It was Bechtel. The Hating Game by Sally Throne, and
It's
We
a
Ripped
bad
the World
ones.
Apart by Charlene Carr.
That was good.
That was
good.
The Hating Game is a popular episode on YouTube.
Oh my
Probably
God.
because
I
people
should
love
not
that.
have listened
People
to
The
the
love
general
audiobook.
that
public
movie
loves.
and book. Just reading it.
Yes.
I
The
couldn't do the
general
audio.
public loves that
Reading
book.
it. But
Yeah.
But the audiobook was too. I'm
Yeah, they
using a
do.
sexy voice the whole time. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, like, and they built this whole thing
I
up
read
just
it.
for
I
them.
didn't listen.
No, oh God, I have so many issues with that book. I love you so much, Lindsay. Just that book was like, it
it
fuels
was
my
like-
hate.
I like that it was like a bit of a departure, but also not because all of our podcasts we just talk about we go off topic and talk about like dicks and sex and
Yeah.
whatever merkins.
Yeah.
So you'd think it would have been a fit, but
I
Anyway.
forgot about that.
And it may have been the most hated book of the whole season. I don't know. I think
The
that it may
hating
have
book.
been. The Hating Game was probably the most
I think
hated
it was. Nope.
Mhm.
Nobody liked
Maybe
it
that or if
the
everybody
second time.
hated my other
You
one,
get the
Fun
crown
Home.
of
too.
I
most
like Fun
hated
Home.
book.
Yes. Yes.
Woohoo.
Fun Home
But
had
also
some
Seeing Red
likes.
was probably everyone's one of their tops. So
Mhm.
Oh, I
True.
love Seeing Red.
the top
Yeah.
and the bottom.
Yeah.
That's true. That was one of the tops for sure. Okay, so Meredith,
Uh-oh.
Nonviolent Communication by Marshall
Oh,
Rosenberg.
yeah.
What the Robin Knows by John Young. The Giver by Lois Lowry. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. And Solutions and Other Problems by Ali Brosh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mine were very polarizing too. I would like to say
Yes, we did.
that What the Robin Knows is probably the one that everybody would least likely read, if not on this podcast, but also people end up using it whether they wanted to
Tweeting.
or
The
not.
tweeting.
Mhm.
Right?
That's true.
How you experience the world. So if you don't
It
want to
was
read
an
this book,
impactful
listeners,
book.
you should try it because you'd be like, what am I reading? And then you'd be like, why did I read that? And then the birds will start giving you messages.
I still, when I'm if I'm around, like, not that I'm in the city a lot, but if I'm in somewhere where there's less people and you can hear the birds and I hear like them, I don't know, like making sounds to each other, I'm like, oh, they're alerting each other because I'm here. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's from that book. So
Somebody's sneaking
Right?
up.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing my
me
bird
too. I was like,
Sweet.
completely. I would
Archer.
say that book stayed with me the longest because I do that. Like constantly, I'm like, oh, the birds are giving a warning, like all the time. I'm constantly listening to the birds. I'm obsessed with them a little bit now. But at the same time, reading the tweeting was like, if it was an audiobook with real birds doing the sounds, it would be amazing. But because
Would
he's like,
it?
there's no, and then because I was trying very hard with that book. I even went to the website to see the bird sounds and it wouldn't load right and it wasn't organized very well. And I was like, this is bullshit. Like I don't know what that bird sounds like. Why am I reading all these tweets? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You actually get pissed off at stuff like that. So with the how do you pronounce the like birds, and then what was the book? The Big Friendly Giant, when he did the mumbo jumbo like gibberish talk.
Yes.
You hated that and then started to edit yourself when you'd read it to your kids. That's like a real activator for you.
Because I was reading it out loud.
Look at you.
I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what? This is not even a word. And they'd be like, what does that mean? I'm like, it means nothing.
It means nothing.
It's not even a word.
Did that follow?
Don't make me send in the birds.
Or was that during or after? Was it before the banned book season where you decided to censor the BFG for your children? I'm just joking.
It's nonsense. I didn't censor the BFG when I was reading it.
It's ironic, right? It's perfect.
Casually.
It is hard to read it out loud.
It was just
yeah, totally.
Yeah. Brutal. I will never do it again because I think I had to finish it. So I was like kind of on a deadline. Whereas when I read it before when they're really little, it didn't matter. And they weren't old enough to be like, what does that word mean? And blah, blah. They would just listen to the story. But because they were older, they like, especially my son, because he just has he's a question kid. He's one of those question kids. He just wants to know all of it. So he'd be like, I don't understand. What does that word mean? Explain it to me. And I'm like, it means nothing. Let's move on. And then eventually I just made up word. I substituted the word it should be. Because I'm like, I just need to get through this stupid story.
Stop asking why and just
like I forgot how
be entertained.
I got so mad. Yeah.
Your kids are gonna be like, well, the BFG said this.
Yeah.
Never. But yeah, I got mad at the Robin book too for the same reason. None of this means anything to me. Like, bullshit. Anyway. All right, Kara's books. Untamed by Glennon Doyle, where you're riding the cheetah in your picture that Jessica made you. That was the best.
I love it. It was
great.
great.
My favorite.
Really great picture.
Jessica, you did so well with all of those pictures.
That
was such
like
a highlight of every season. It's great.
That's what I knew was going to be super fun because that was the first season and you came back with those and I was like, holy shit.
Holy shit.
And you're like, don't worry, just have fun with it. Like, no big deal. I know it's like, no, we're doing this. We're doing
Yeah.
We all took our pictures very seriously.
We did.
Remember your first season picture?
We already talked about it. Me being a tampon.
Yeah.
Tampon.
Well, you know what?
Amazing.
I was saying like behind the scenes before we started to Jessica, I was saying that I knew I could send her anything when I sent Kim's mischief eagle testicle picture and it was like a wrecking ball. And I was like, can you make the wrecking ball flesh color to look like a testicle, but not so obvious that will be censored? And if this is really inappropriate, I apologize and I will, like, I understand if you don't feel comfortable doing that. And she's like, no problem. And I was like, oh,
I'm on
I
it.
can send her anything.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
Make this look like a testicle. No problem.
That's a good working relationship right there. Right?
That's right. That's right.
It's solid, and it's of no coincidence that I met you all through Leah, because that's just like,
right. Like that's so.
Yeah, it just makes all sense. Everyone's like, yeah, that checks out.
It does.
Hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, Sarah.
Okay, talking about Leah's book. Okay. Oh no, I didn't finish Kara. So
Untamed.
Oh yeah.
Glennon Doyle. Burnout by Emily and Amelia Nagoski. The Hunger Games
Woo!
by Susan Collins. The BFG by Roald Dahl. And Nobody Cries at Bingo by Dawn Dumont.
I love that.
Dumont.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That was so hilarious.
Yeah, that's good. So Leah's book picks. Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari.
Fantastic.
Her picture for that one was so great because she dressed herself like a caveman and gave
was.
herself a unibrow. And I remember behind the scenes.
So
She's
behind
wearing
the
fur?
scenes,
yeah.
oh my God. It was so great. And we made her with some sort of crazy caveman that looked like so sketchy. It was so great. And I remember Kim on the behind the scenes video, she's like, I don't know how you did it, but you're like the hottest, sexiest cave woman ever. Like,
Totally.
holy shit.
Totally.
Ow.
Totally
And it's
Leah.
true, it's Leah. She's like, I think cavemen use this MAC color.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So
so good.
Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. What Happened to You by Oprah and Dr. Bruce Perry.
That was rough.
Oh my God, that was the only
That was
that was the
rough.
only
Trauma.
book I never finished.
Mm.
Only
Oh,
book I didn't finish. I
yeah.
was just like,
They needed to like. There
it
was
was
such a triggering.
my conversation with
so
Mare.
triggering.
I remember I got halfway and then eventually I called Mare and I was like, there's hope at the end of this book, right? Like people with trauma have hope of healing. And she was like, there's no hope in this book. Stop reading. And I was like, oh.
Reading it.
Okay, I'm out.
I was just like, oh, I read it. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I love it. I remember reading it thinking like, I don't think Sarah should read this book.
Oh.
Like, this is too much. Is there hope?
Read half.
No.
And I was like,
You're not ready to bring up all your trauma. Don't read it. Thank you, Oprah. I mean,
horrible.
Thanks, Oprah. Yeah, I don't think they did a good job at alerting readers in advance, which would have been helpful. They just kind of like dove right in. And also, there is hope. Like, just include like what's it
A
called?
little thing
Not
of
a
hope.
foreword, but what's the part is it an afterword? Like, just include like even a one paragraph thing of inspiration. Like, right?
the next book to read in this is something about how to find a
You
therapist.
may be triggered. You may be triggered your entire life, and there's no escaping it. However, these are the healing things that'll make the triggers less, or something. I was like, no,
Something.
it's like forever,
No,
you'll live
right?
with this.
You got
Oh,
effed up,
thanks.
and you will continue to be effed up.
And I think Leah felt bad that she picked that, which I don't think she
yeah.
realized. And she was like, I'm
I'm
sorry, guys.
She's like,
sorry, it was
an
Oprah.
book bag.
Just
Yeah.
want to pick Oprah.
Well, Oprah
was
is
a
such a
whole
positive
ride.
person usually, so like to have a whole book where it's just like, and then there's no hope. You know?
Yeah.
It was bad because I tried to talk about the book and then I just broke down. Like I was sobbing, Ashley, on that episode. Like it was like Leo felt super bad. I was like, I'll just take a break.
Take a break here.
I'll be fine in a minute. Once I find my hope. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was something. I forgot about
Yeah,
it
that's
until
right.
recently.
Yeah, me too. I literally blocked it out until I read. I was like, what other book did Leah do? I had to look it up.
Yeah,
like,
this
oh,
morning
right.
I go, oh yeah, that one. Ooh. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Then she also picked The Hunger Games like Kara. So we did that in the banned books season. And then Eat, Pray, Love she picked by Elizabeth Gilbert
Oh
for
yeah.
the movie one. Yeah. And then Kim's books, she did From the Ashes by Jessie Thistle, which I think still is the only book we all anonymously loved. I think.
I still love
Anonymously.
it.
Unanimously.
It's amazing.
Unanimously.
What did I say?
Anonymously.
Oh.
We openly.
Oh,
loved it.
anonymously.
We openly loved
Secretly,
it.
we all loved it. No.
Yeah. We're very transparent about it.
Yeah. We openly. So funny. They Called Me Number One by Bev Stellers. Oh, we should also say Kim made, so the
yeah.
first season she made like, because remember she was doing the reconciliation. She was doing that course
Mhm.
for reconciliation, and she decided that her book picks for Book Interrupted were going to be using her platform to like highlight Indigenous people for part of her reconciliation. So that's why. So Jesse Thistles, from the Ashes. The next one was They Called Me Number One by Bev Stellers. Whew, that was a really hard one to read. Yeah, that book's about residential schools. The third season was The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie.
That
Then
was good.
Killers of the Flower Moon by David Gran. And the last one was The Memoirs of Mischief Eagle Testicle by Kent Monkman and Giselle Gordon. That was pretty
That
good.
one was good.
It was really good. Yeah. Oh, I never saw remember, Lindsay, you were gonna bring the book so I could see the art, and we never did that this summer.
Oh, shoot.
So I
Okay.
still haven't. I've only seen the art on line. Keep on forgetting because I
Okay.
want to because
Next
I
time.
listened to the audiobook on that one. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's cool. And then finally the fans, Ashley.
Yeah.
So this
Oh
is
yeah.
we had 5 fan hosts over the 5 years. So the first one was White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo. So that was Squiggy's book pick and the Stumble Forward.
Tara.
Oh
Yeah, there
my
you go.
gosh,
Stumble
you
Forward.
did it.
Yeah. The next was The 4% Fix by Carmen Brown, and that was Lindsay, Fan Lindsay. Remember we called her Fan Lindsay? Her name was Lindsay. Fan Lindsay. Then was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, and that was Virginia's book pick. So Virginia, like Ashley, came back every year. So unlike Ashley, she came back once a year, and then sometimes her off the shelves and different things or books she's already read. Unlike Ashley, who just is a full member now that she goes
Yeah.
to every book.
Also,
she
The
made her
Midnight Library is
Virginia.
one of my favorite books.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Is it?
it's so good.
I was
It's so
thinking
good.
about
Yeah.
it the other day. Yeah, and I was like, gosh, I love that book.
Yeah, it's so good.
Sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
y'all, but I have to hop off.
Oh
But
yeah, sure.
it was such a darn pleasure chatting with you all, and congratulations on the 5 years and everything. And I've had such a pleasure and like so many laughs doing these like covers for you all and working on the website. So I just want to say you all rock.
Thank you for working
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you so much,
so much,
Jessica.
Yeah.
Bye.
Much
Thanks.
love.
Bye.
Okay, so Midnight Library by Matt Haig. So that was Virginia's book pick. And then I'm gonna go through all of Virginia's book picks now, and then we'll go back to Ashley. So that Virginia's book pick. And then she came back on again and did Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. Did you ever read that, Lindsay? Did you ever
I
pick up
did.
that book?
Yeah. I read it.
Did
I
you
loved
like
it.
And
I thought it,
did you like it?
I really loved it. I thought it was really good. I quite enjoyed it. I haven't watched the show because I know you guys were doing
No.
Don't.
it was the
It's
one,
not the
and you all
same.
told me not to watch it, so I'm
I mean,
probably
you
not
can.
going to.
It's just kind of a waste of your time.
Yeah,
That's
but I
all.
thought the book was
Just
really
don't.
good. I actually gave it to my mom and my mother-in-law for Christmas as well,
Nice.
and they all read it. So yeah, I thought it was really good. So, but way after you
Excellent
guys
book.
read it.
Yeah. Yes. But excellent. Excellent book. Okay, and then Virginia's other book pick was The Women by Kristen Hanna.
Yeah.
So Ashley came on right after Virginia, and she did Dad Killed Mom for the banned book season by
Yeah.
Julius Lester. And then she stayed for all of our other books and then continued to pick books as well for the rest of the season. So her other book picks are The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Susan Collins.
So
Obviously.
good. Yes, of course.
Obviously. And that was books with movies. That season was book with movies. Then you came on with Lola for our For Women, by Women, About Women by Melissa Scribner.
Yes.
And then our final fan was Rianne, although she thought she was going to come to this.
She's a busy
That's
lady.
okay.
Who knows?
Maybe she just couldn't make it. Yeah, because her last interruption, she sent me an interruption. She has a full-time job of 50 hours a week, took on a new project, like signed a new contract for a new project to do on the side and is renovating her house currently.
That's crazy.
So her book was so crazy. Like, can we take the 2 hours you have in the month just to come back on?
Like your only free time. Yeah.
She's just like hammering things while she's
You
on
don't want to
here.
come on here?
I gotta
Yeah.
build this thing.
Yeah.
Gonna build itself.
Her book was The Deep by River Solomon. The Deep by River Solomon.
Right, that's right.
Those were the books.
I have to say that I want to say
Yeah.
one thing because we talked about Lola. So Lola was my very first audiobook that I listened to, and I said I'm never
Yeah.
going to listen to another audiobook. And then I listened to one of the other books on audio, I forget which one. And then now Laird and I have been before bed, we've been listening to audio, but like we'll just have an audiobook that it's like stupid stuff, like the Dan Brown, like he did the Da Vinci Code, his like new book. We listen to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something that's like light and fluffy, but we'll just play it, or when we're driving, because it's just something to do when we're driving to Montreal for 6 hours or driving to my parents for an hour and a half, we'll just play it. So I have now listened to like 5 audiobooks.
Holy
So
moly.
that
Like,
actually
evolving.
that's all because of you and the Lola book. So
Evolving.
Heck
there you go.
yeah. Yeah, there are some people who really put the effort into audiobooks. And then there are ones that don't hit as well. So yeah, that's awesome that you're expanding that.
Nice.
When we first started, when I was learning to do podcasting before we launched that year before, that's when I started listening to audiobooks because before I didn't. But because it was so hard in Senegal to find books and I was running out of books that I wanted to read, like new books, it was like I could bring books from Canada. But when I ran out, that's when that year before we started Book Interrupted, I had just started audiobooks. And now it's like I always have an audiobook going and an actual book at all times.
Totally.
Like, yeah.
Mhm.
I love audiobooks so much.
Same.
Or bigger files to go
While
through.
we're waiting for that, I wanted to say something, so I'll bring it up now. So I was watching our
Yeah,
first
yeah.
episode, the video of episode, and like, I'm like super nervous for being on whatever and all this stuff. And we were reading like Women Who Run with the Wolves, which was like the catalyst for this podcast. For those who haven't listened to the first episode, Sarah kind of started this podcast because she read this book and she wanted to share it with people. And half of us were like, we don't like this book. And the other half were like, we love it. And it was like I remember doing this book and I've always had like this like complicated relationship with like being considered a woman, like the expectations, this whatever. I don't feel like I fit into the stereotype. And then I was like, when I was a kid, I always like wanted to be a boy, but like now 5 years later, I realize that I think that I just don't really consider gender as like an important part of my identity,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I
Mhm.
realize that some people just don't, some people really feel like their gender is part of who they are. And I've realized that I don't. So I feel like now, 5 years later, after reading this book, I don't really have a complicated feeling about gender either way. I'm just kind of like, whatever, you know? Anyway, I thought I would say that because I was like looking at my old self. And I was like, man, that book really threw me for a loop. Just like some of the books that we read on here threw everybody for a loop. Like, not just like what happened to you, but for some people, are like, this book is not for me now. And I think that's one of the things we said on a lot of the episodes. This is not the book for me right now. And it all came down to that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's a
time in your
huge
life.
insight.
But then,
Yeah,
like,
it's like who are you in a moment often dictates like your interpretation, your meaning making, right? And just it's so interesting how you can I think it's great that you raised that. Like just so it's like open-ended to like anyone who's listening and also to ourselves to like revisit books.
but
Sometimes you just
also,
won't know.
Carrie, you should revisit that episode because in that episode there was tears as well. I think it was that one, tears, where Leah was like, "I just want to say that I'm so proud of Kara because she is living this, where she figured out who she was, and I couldn't be prouder." You guys have to listen to that first episode
Oh my gosh,
because
I
we have
do.
come
Because
a long way. Because you went back to school and you changed everything you were doing, and you're there now. 5 years later you are like the person that you were planning on do like what you started out on 5 years ago is where you are now, right? And like
That's mess.
think
Yeah.
about like the things that Lindsay has accomplished. I'm going to start doing sommelier stuff, and now she's like the tops, right? Like
I don't know
Right?
about the
she
tops,
Yeah.
but
pretty
Oh,
close. What is
come
it?
on.
Dip,
You so are.
dip, W set. I don't know. What's it called that you have?
What is it called?
it's my WSET diploma in wine,
W
but
set. But that's thing you've accomplished so much. What happened in 5 years is kind of amazing. I just want to say we've come a long way. And some of those earlier episodes, if we go and look at it, we're like, oh man, look how young we not only look, because I'm sort of like, oh, because my nose grows faster than the rest of my body. So you can really tell how old I am by how close I am to
Seriously?
that crony witch in the forest. That's gonna be me as an old lady. I'm gonna look like a Baba Yaga in the forest. That's why
It's
I'm gonna have to
coming.
build a house on
This is
chicken
my
feet
future.
so people understand what has happened here. But also like our personalities have changed quite a bit since, but not a lot. But it's funny watching yourself on video because like I don't have videos from the previous years except for now, like 5 years. I do have a video from when I was 17. Like I don't know if I'd want to look at those videos, but it's just interesting to see how you kind of change or your mannerisms are kind of the same, but they kind of change a little bit too. Anyway,
No,
I just
totally.
wanted
It does. It happens like
I was gonna
incrementally,
say,
bit by bit, and you don't
Kim
always
also,
notice things.
I think it's cool too that like we can see that all of us have done like so much in the last 5 years. I mean, you know, most of you have raised children. Like think of 5 years ago your children and think of 5 years ago, all of our like education and our decision making and like we were always all badass women and we are even more badass boss
ah,
women now. I think all of us. So like, I think that's pretty cool that we are surrounded by, and we have kept in touch with all of each other, and grown together and supported each other in all of these things, with Kara being like, I'm so stressed and I can't do it. We're all like, you can do it. And, you know, um, Sarah and all her projects and Kim and Mare and her building of her, I don't know, tree houses and all the projects Mare does. It's just so many. But I think it's just cool that like, it's not just that we're accomplishing all these things in the last 5 years. It's also that we've all been around to support each other and all of that. And I think that's, we're not just talking about books here. We have been talking about books and our lives and see I'm getting emotional and like I think that, that's really cool that we were all here together to support each other through the pandemic and through all the crappy times and the good times and the celebrating the achievements and being there to like hold each other up when things were hard while reading the books. And I think that's really what Sarah wanted to accomplish starting, and that's I think what happened. So thank you, Sarah, for doing that.
yes,
Well
thank you,
said.
Sarah.
Well said.
that's exactly, yeah. Right? Mind,
Okay.
body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. We've changed it, but like, not fully. It's good. Anyway, I wanted to bring up that retrospective a little bit before we left, but I also have this video ready for
Okay,
Leah.
great.
Yes,
Well
thank you,
said.
Sarah.
Well said.
That's exactly, yeah. Right? Mind,
Okay.
body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. We've changed it, but like, not fully. It's good. Anyway, I wanted to bring up that retrospective a little bit before we left, but I also have this video ready for Leah.
Okay, great.
Hey, Book Interrupted. I'm so glad to have been a part of this journey from the humble beginnings of a COVID lockdown to now. It's been quite a journey and happy days and more ahead. See you guys. Bye.
Hello, I'm Squiggy from the White Fragility episodes. To the ladies of Book Interrupted, congratulations on such an amazing project. Thank you for letting me be a small part of it. It was so much fun, and it even helped me get a date with a girl. But more than that, I felt that we delved into some topics that are very difficult to talk about, but we addressed it very well. In the world of activism, there is so many experts we can turn to. There's books, there's workshops, there's people that are really well versed in these concepts. But then there's also just talking among ourselves, understanding each other, learning from each other, growing together, and just to be able to do that, I felt was a really beautiful thing. And I think all of us left these conversations with more thoughts and things to work on in more challenges and more challenging of ourselves. And I thought it was a really beautiful experience for both me and hopefully for you ladies as well. So again, congratulations on a good run, and yeah, you know where to find me. Catch you later. Bye.
Aw,
Aw,
that's nice.
Cute.
Okay. Do we have something from
Virginia.
Virginia?
I'll read it. I have to
Okay.
read it.
Okay. That was like
She
nice.
just said something. Yeah. So she wrote, sadly, she won't be able to make it because her father's having some health issues and she's going to go visit him. Anyway, she's like, I'm super bummed, won't be able to make it, and to see you and all the women one last time together. This has been such a delightful, interesting experience getting to be part of what you created with Book Interrupted. I've loved every minute I was able to join. Thank you. I will always be wishing you and your family all the very best and happiness in the world. I can't wait to see what lies ahead for you. She was sending this text to me. I'm like, can I share that? And she's like, yes. And then she said, she's like, yes, you can, but can you add this? I will miss this amazing group of remarkable women you brought together to chat not only about books, but also about parenting challenges, social justice issues, and a million fun things in between. Thanks so much, Virginia.
Aw.
That's nice.
that's so sweet.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, very sweet words.
isn't it? Yeah. I put questions, but every time we do recaps, I make all this super long list of questions, and we never get to them because we end up just like, I should know
Talking
better.
about-
We never go on script ever. Like we
Ever.
always go like
It's like what we
yeah,
do.
but
Go off
that's
script.
what we do.
How about what's our
Okay.
favorite? What was our favorite book and our least favorite book? Can we do that? Or is that?
Let's do favorite book. Favorite book of all the seasons.
And least favorite?
Who wants to go first?
You don't have to say least favorite.
Yeah, okay. Let's
say
okay.
least
But you
favorite.
can.
Fine. No, least
My
favorite.
least
You always want to do
favorite
least
was
favorite.
the-
That's Lindsay.
Yeah. My least
Hating
favorite
game.
was the hating game. I I hated the characters. I hated the story. That there is this wave of feminism going on right now where it's like being independent as your own person without a partner. And there was actually a article that came out in one of the magazines or online blogs or whatever, where it's like actually embarrassing now to have a boyfriend. And I just want the main character of the hating game to read that, because that guy was not it. Okay. That, oh God. So fuck that book.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's so good.
Okay, well, Ashley,
Yeah.
what was your favorite then?
Okay, my favorite, and while I do want to say the Hunger Games or Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I'm going to say The Change, because I was so shocked by that book. I loved it so much. I still think about that book. Yeah, and it's something that I would reread. I tell my friends about it all the time. And it actually has encouraged me to read different genres. And I found another book from that book that I really like as well. So that one for sure surprised me the most. So I'm going to say that one.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Mary, you go.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of favorites, but they had a lot that I liked. Like I really liked Lessons in Chemistry, and Sapiens was so fantastic. So I'm just looking back. I mean, we all say From the I actually recommended From the Ashes to somebody, like a stranger recently. He was like, had read something similar, and I was like, oh, you might like this book too. So, I don't know. They're all good, but obviously the bird one sticks with me a lot. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you least.
You bought the kids like the kids version of Sapiens, and they loved it. So like we actually talk about stuff in there a lot as a family, like just over casual conversation, it comes up, which is kind of cool. I didn't like what happened to you, obviously. We talked about that. And I don't know. I don't like talking about all the things I don't like because it feels bad. So, oh, but I do want to say that I do like the stories in here. I was just like perusing this, and I was like, all these little stories are great. And my kids recently got it, the like a Baba Yaga graphic novel out of the library, and they love it. I was like, it's due back, and they're like, it's got to go back. No, I was like, okay. So Baba Yaga, has an appeal
Baba Yaga for the win.
for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Schweitz
She's an
or
interesting
Lindsay?
character.
I really liked The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. That was probably one of my favorites. I felt like I learned a lot. I thought the story, like it was written very well. I like that it flipped in between. Yeah, I would probably say that was one of my favorites. I mean, there was lots of ones that I really liked. There was also lots of ones that I really didn't like.
So
I
many.
know.
But I would
So
say I'm
many.
like
Name
one
them.
of the ones that disliked the most books. I would Kara, I would probably say Ms. Glennon Doyle, and Dame was probably one of my
Clearly.
least
That was a
favorite books.
polarizing book.
That
Very
was a tough
polarizing in
one
our
for
was.
me.
group. Yeah.
Because you guys loved it so much, and I was like, I mean, I also, yeah, I could probably go on about the books I didn't love either, but that's okay. That was the whole point of it, right? Was that sometimes
Yeah.
we, everybody likes certain things.
Yeah.
So yeah. Kara, what about you? Favorite, least favorite?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a hard. No, okay. I think maybe I'll do like.
Pick some that you
I
like.
can't choose. I
It
can't
doesn't have
choose
to be
between
favorite.
two. Yeah.
Okay. Just say
From the
pick two.
Ashes. Yeah, From the Ashes, for sure. Yeah. Let's just put it in first place. From the Ashes, followed by a close Women Who Run with the Wolves. Really,
Nice.
really
Yeah.
liked it. And then like Meredith, I don't want to linger in the ones that I don't like. I kind of really appreciate though, like the perspective you brought, Meredith, in that as you change, sometimes your likes and dislikes change. So I'm just putting it out there. Maybe some of the books that I didn't connect with, maybe there's the possibility down the line, I might end up enjoying them.
You're so
Maybe.
positive.
You know, it's
This is such a
possible.
like Kara
such a
answer,
good
a Lindsay answer, a
Isn't
Meredith
it?
answer, and
Yeah.
Ashley answer. Like these
Yeah.
show our personality more than
It's really
anything.
great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mira's like, I don't want to talk about the things I hate. And I'm like, man, that's my favorite thing to talk about. Like,
I just want to double down. Let's get into it.
yeah,
All
totally.
right,
Like, I have
Sarah.
so many. And Mira's like, I have so many ones I like. And Lindsay's like, I have so many that I hated.
And Sarah's like, my favorite was Twilight.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Sarah.
Sarah,
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Not
You get to
one.
finish up.
So I think my favorites were, I have to say more than one. So my favorites were The Change, like Ashley. Oh my God. Because Henrietta, loved her.
Love. So good.
Lessons in Chemistry, I loved that book. And really hard because I want to say I liked a lot of books, but I also want to say Seeing Red because then we got to meet Kirsten Karchmer, and she was so awesome. And it also changed because that book changed me because I was one of those people that was really quiet and shy about my period. I was quiet about it. Like, remember I told you guys my story how I got my period and I got it late? Like, I was a late bloomer, like 14 when I got my period. And still then I lied to people that I had my period for at least a year. Like, and that book changed it that I'm like more open talking about periods now. And I think that helped my daughter. Like, I think it shifted. I think it was good for my parenting and then just good for me in general. So I want to say that too. The books I didn't like, we all know what happened to you, the only book I didn't finish. I also didn't really love Fun Home, remember? I'm like graphic novel. And still, I didn't like Solutions. I was iffy on Solutions and other problems. Like there was funny stories I liked in it, but then I didn't. I think it's graphic novels. I'm just never going to be a graphic novel person. For most parts, I like the books. Yeah, it would. I think that I didn't like graphic novels, so I think it's the format. I don't enjoy that format. I don't like reading and then looking at bubbles and pictures. Like
Yes.
I just feel the flow is not good for. I don't like that. Anyway, that's it for me.
Nice.
Sarah, I have to go soon because I've got to go see Laird's theater show. But I wanted to, we all wanted to, sorry, not just me, all of us wanted to say a
Lindsay.
huge thank you to you for everything that you've done.
Aw.
We have put together some money and a little video for you to support you on your next project that you're doing, which
What?
is super exciting. So, and we just want to all be supportive because we are so proud of you, of
Oh,
of
that's so
your new
sweet.
thing, and you should probably talk about it on the podcast. But and we all have a little video that I put together. And then I also put at the end, I went through and found a whole bunch, like I screenshotted a whole bunch of videos and made like this really cheesy, and it's like 25 minutes long. Sorry. But
Thank you
there's like
so
a
much
little
for
through all the
editing and
videos.
like
So
doing
it's
that.
really rudimentary. I am not an expert editor. And I put the song from Wicked on it. So maybe you
Awesome.
can't share that
Oh,
because
that's
that's probably copyright.
fantastic.
But for all of us, to you, Sarah, all of us
Aw.
really want to thank you for every single moment and, time and money and energy and all of the things that you put into this and bringing us together. So I will do that after the podcast so that you can watch it and but yeah, we're so proud of you and for everything that you're going to do
Aw.
soon and for everything you've
Mwah.
done. So I don't know if
Thank
anyone
you
else
so
wants to say anything.
much. This
Sarah,
is totally, I feel like,
oh,
Aw.
Oh.
You're like, I feel like I
thanks,
can't talk
Ashley.
because you're making me cry.
I thought you were frozen for a second. So
She's
I really
frozen in
thank you.
emotion.
Frozen in
Yeah, like
emotion. She's in a cage of emotion.
of course, like you will see so much thank yous coming from all of us in the video, but really I have so many people in my life that have said, I want to start a podcast, I want to do this and this, and no one actually has. So the fact that you put all of this together and you coordinated it for 5 years is crazy. Like when I tell people, I'm like, no, like I have one of the ladies, she lives in Senegal, one's in Ontario, like everyone's always blown away. So the fact that you were able to do this is absolutely incredible, and I feel so honored to be part of it, and I really can't wait to see what you're going to do, Sarah. So thank you so much.
Truly, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
are
Thank you.
capable of so much, and we can't wait to see what your next chapters look like.
And
Right?
would you like
Basically,
yeah.
if Sarah calls you, which is that you want to work on something with me, the answer has got to be yes. Because you're like, yeah, I want to see
Mhm.
how this is going to go down. Whatever you need.
Totally. And
Oh,
Sarah, do you
that's
want to
so
tell
nice.
everybody about your next project? Are you ready to say
Sure.
that?
Yeah, sure. I actually just my book is now available on Amazon. So yeah, I did because of Women Who Run the Wolves, who started this whole thing. I decided to do a personal growth workbook to unleash your wild woman, and yeah, it's yeah, awaken your wild woman. It's like a kind of like a journal workbook that you can work on your own personal growth, and that's launching. And then hopefully soon, I'm still working it out, but I'm going to do another podcast called The Wild Woman with Sarah Diop. And then I'm going to interview other people that inspire me, other women that I think are living their authentic lives.
So
Yeah.
good.
Oh my God.
That sounds
Would you be able
incredible,
to
I'm so
put in the
Sarah.
shocked.
show notes a
And
link to your new workbook?
Yes, I will. I'll put
Because
that
it
in the
looks
show
pretty
notes.
good.
and you have like
Thanks.
social media and website and stuff as well, I believe.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have social media for The Wild Woman as well. I'm just like starting to post things because I want to obviously wrap up Book and Interrupted.
If
Let's just
somebody wants to
say,
find it, what's it called?
My book or the websites?
How
Or
do
the
they
Both.
website,
find
the
your
Social.
social
podcast?
media?
Yeah,
How do
your
they find your
handles.
social media?
Sarah, it's either some version of like Sarah Wild Woman or Wild Woman Sarah. Those are the hashtags, but I'll put the hashtags in the show notes because each one I had to make a slight deviation because it's actually kind of popular being a wild woman, to be honest.
Being a wild woman.
Good.
Oh
I
my
know, but
God,
I'm
the
gonna
six
miss
episodes
you
ones, I
guys
was
all.
insane, man.
I
Well, I didn't know
know.
how.
It'd be nice to
I
get together
know. We
sometime
should
to
plan.
chat
I'll
and
plan
have
something
coffee.
that we can get together
Should
we
We'd all
do
read a new
next
book.
year? Next year, should we do like a year in review or something, and like how things we can meet and say how our year went or something?
Just to chit
Yeah, we
chat.
totally can.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Book Interrupted will always have, like, Book Interrupted podcast will always be available. Book
yeah,
Interrupted YouTube station will always be available. So maybe I'll do that. No,
yeah.
done.
That would be
Don't
awesome.
worry. I'll organize that for sure. We'll be like, what are
Woohoo!
we up to? Yeah.
I was just thinking that like early in our earlier podcast, Lindsay read off the General Wolf Rules for Life from
Okay, great.
Clarissa Piccola Estes. And I thought maybe I
Perfect.
would read them again because I feel like that's kind of full circle from where we started.
Yeah,
I
Okay?
love it. Yes,
that.
perfect.
Let's do it.
Perfection.
Okay. The General Wolf Rules for Life. Eat, rest, rove in between, render loyalty, love the children, cavil in the moonlight, tune your ears, attend to the bones, make love, howl often.
No.
Oh,
Oh, that's
so
really
great.
beautiful. That's
I
a
know.
really awesome way there.
Did anyone else feel that impulse? I was like, we need to in chorus,
Yeah.
in unison.
Right? When I was
Aw.
reading it this time, each of these like rules made me think of some of the books that we read. You know? And I was like, yeah, we did it. Right?
We
Yeah.
did.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much.
Okay, I love you guys.
Good
I really
stuff,
gotta go because
everyone.
I gotta
I
get
gotta
to
go
Yeah, me
as
the
too.
theater
well.
show.
So much love, everyone.
I love you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so
Mwah.
much.
Until the
Enjoy the rest of
reunion.
the year.
I'll put the video
Love
up.
you.
If you've enjoyed these video highlights, listen to the full episode on our YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when new episodes are published. Find out more by going to www.bookinterrupted.com.
Never forget, every child matters.